In the shadow of the great Tuesday marketplace, where the great river Ouse once disgorged its Baltic timber and Hanseatic wine, stands St. Nicholas Chapel, a parish church in all but name, and the largest of its kind in England. Begun in the early 13th century as a chapel of ease to St. Margaret's, King's Lynn Minster, it grew with the town's prosperity until, by the 15th century, it had eclipsed its mother church in splendour and scale. Here is Perpendicular Gothic at its most exuberant, a hymn in stone to the wool and grain that paid for it. Approach from the north, past the gabled merchants' houses, and the west front hits you like a fanfare. A vast window, its tracery a riot of intersecting og's and daggers, flanked by crocketed pinnacles that seem to strain towards the heavens. The porch below is a modest affair, but step inside and the scale astonishes. The nave, aisleless and uninterrupted, stretches 180 feet, longer than many cathedrals, its roof a soaring expanse of hammer beams supported by stone angels, their wings outstretched as if to bear the weight of the centuries. The clerestory windows flood the space with light, catching the dust motes that dance like incense above the pews. The chancel is the jewel. Here, the 15th century craftsman let rip. The east window, a blaze of stained glass, much restored, alas, after wartime bombs. Its panels depicting the Last Judgment with a vividness that would have terrified the medieval merchant into prompt payment of his tithes. Look up to the roof bosses, a green man here, a pelican in her piety there, and most curiously, a mermaid combing her hair, a reminder that Lynn's sailors brought back more than timber from the Baltic. The sedilia and piscina are exquisitely carved, their canopies a froth of pinnacles and finials, while the reredos, a 19th century confection, tries hard but cannot match the medieval exuberance. Furnishings are sparse but telling. The font, 14th century and octagonal, bears traces of its original paint, a rare survivor of Puritan zeal. The brass lectern, a pelican volning itself, is a masterpiece of 16th century craftsmanship, its stem twisted like a barley sugar stick. And in the north transept, a fragment of medieval wall painting, St. Christopher no less, peers out from beneath layers of whitewash, a ghost of the colour that once drenched these walls. St. Nicholas has known hard times. The spire, once a landmark for ships navigating the Wash, collapsed in 1741. The chapel became a warehouse in the 18th century, its pews ripped out for barrels of claret. Yet it survived, restored in the 19th century with a zeal that bordered on the reckless. Oh, magnificent looking porch, gotta say. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Such a shame it's closed. Such a shame. This has happened to me with a few of those CCT churches. So I think maybe I'll have to have a look before I come out to them again. But that is a really lovely looking porch. Look at that. Really, really nice. Such intricate stonework. Very lovely. Very, very lovely.